is a special presentation.
Overthrow the kingdom, never scared of the throne. You won't invoke fear if you can't conquer your own. Victor of the war, so the trumpets are blown. Play ride of the Valkyries when I return home. Wave high from the balconies, globally known. Tripping forth from grace might fracture your bones. This is not the place nor the time for you to step up. You don't want to dance with K-Rhyme. Heart of a warrior, scientist mind. God of Astoria, the pleasure is mine. Got the game of MJ and AI combined. Bare hand on the rock, no assist with the climb. These lines uplift and shift the paradigm. Shine light in this dark abyss of humankind. Every day I write to be the best that I can. At the end of the fight, they'll be raising my hand. Undefeated, rap heavyweight, talk the talk. Who need to walk when you can levitate? King of New York, I never hesitate. Down for the counts, get up, elevate. Undefeated, undisputed, rap heavyweight, talk the talk. Who need to walk when you can levitate? King of New York, I never hesitate. Down for the count, get up, elevate. I'm a wild animal when I go in for the kill. Like Hannibal, the cannibal, or Buffalo Bill. Never throw in the towel, let me die on my shield. Streets commander-in-chief, live from the field. Walk through machine gun fire, reporting the real. Agent of Armageddon, destroy and rebuild. With a mean spirit, kind heart, strong will. I win or die by attempt, I won't yield. I'll peel off your face, wear it like Tim's. You never know someone till you walk in their skin. Defeat them, beat you with your own severed limb. Nowhere to retreat to, ubiquitous with the pen. Protect my allies, destroy all my enemies before they come for me like guards at Gethsemane. Hidden gems, keys to life mysteries. Champion for champions, yeah, I claim victory. Undefeated, rap heavyweight, talk the talk. Who need to walk when you can levitate? King of New York, I never hesitate. Down for the count, get up, elevate. Undefeated, undisputed, rap heavyweight, talk the talk. Who need to walk when you can levitate? King of New York, I never hesitate.
I led you through the sea,
Down for the
and in
count,
the
get up,
beginning gave you a
elevate.
large and safe passage. I gave you Moses
Sitting
for a
in
leader
death's
and
waiting
Aaron
room
for a
early for
priest.
my appointment.
I gave you light and a pillar of
Let me start
fire,
again.
and great wonders have I
One more
done
time,
among you. Yet have you forgotten me, says
You're
the
a
Most High.
pianist in a brothel. You
Thus
make
said the
music for
Almighty,
hoes. I'm a
the
new
quails
leader.
were as a token
Follow
for you.
old school codes.
I gave you tents for
Dream
your
builder,
safeguard.
no architect of your
Nevertheless, you
nightmares.
murmured there.
Heavy as the crown, the
triumph not
pound
in my
lighter than
name
night
to the
gears.
destruction
Mind of
of
a
your
scholar,
enemies.
thoughts
But ever
traveling
to
like
this day
years.
do you yet
Power of the
murmur.
dollar against strength
Verse
of the
17.
sincere. Who will win? It's
Where are
the
the
end
benefits
of the
that I have
beginning
done
or
for you?
beginning's end.
When you were
From an
hungry and thirsty
unknown
in the
dimension where
wilderness,
we live
did you
in
not
sin.
cry unto
And we
me,
pray
saying,
when it's a
Why
time
have you
heaven
brought
let us
us into
sin.
this
Die in
wilderness to
vain
kill
and
us?
radiation
It
from
had been better for
DeLoreans,
us to have served
plutonium
the
power
Egyptians
shit.
than to die
Empowered
in
with
this
this
wilderness.
COVID on those stimulus
Then
checks.
had I
Coated
pity
and
among
powdered
your
with
mourning,
lifetime
and gave
full
you
of
manna to
regret.
eat, so
Waiting
you
for
did
you.
eat
Most
angel's
things
bread.
don't make any
When
sense
you were
until
thirsty,
they
did I
do.
not cleave
Don't
the
know
rock
how
and
they
waters flowed
expect
out
so
to
much
your
and so
fields?
few.
For the
Industry
heat I
execs and
covered you with the
radio, they
leaves
all
of
in
the trees.
cahoots.
I divided
Death to
among you a
mumble.
fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the
I
Philistines
need a prayer
before
from
you.
a would-be
What shall I
savior.
yet
Pick a
do more
player in
for
this
you,
game
saith
of
the
God
Most
versus
High?
the decreator.
Thus said the
If
Almighty,
violence is
when
a
you were
book,
in
I'm
the
the
wilderness,
author
in
of
the
mass
river of
slaughter.
the Amorites,
Trying to stay
being
afloat in these
athirst,
sharp
and
defensive
blaspheming
waters.
my name.
Supplying you with
I gave you
dope
not
through
fire
bonds
for your
harder than mortar.
blasphemies, but cast
Do
a
you
tree
want
in the
freedom
water
or
and
do
make
you
the river
want
speak?
order? Do you
What
want
shall I do
believe
unto thee, O
people really
Jacob?
care?
You,
No
Judah,
shit's
wouldst
car
not
sick
obey
on
me.
this road trip
I
to
will turn me
nowhere.
to other
Crime
nations,
scene
unto those
grizzly.
will I give
Too
my
much to
name,
bear,
that
got
they may
too
keep my
far to hear me.
statutes.
So
Seeing
much
ye have
for prayer,
forsaken
stared
me,
in the
I will
face of
forsake you
damnation,
also.
vision impaired.
When you
heaven
desire me to
sent
be
and
gracious
help
unto
it.
you, I shall
Confusing
have
but
no
clear.
mercy upon
Somewhere
you.
in between I'm
Whensoever
there.
ye shall call
Wanna
upon
leave, but
me,
if
I
the
will not
captain
hear
jump
you.
ship,
For
then
you have
who's gonna
defiled your
steer?
hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. You have not as it were forsaken me, but your own selves, saith the Most High. Thus saith the Almighty, have I not prayed you as a father his sons, as a mother her daughters, and a nurse her young babes? That you would be my people, and I should be your God. That you would be my children, and I should be your father. Verse 30. I gathered you together as a hen gathered her chickens under her wings. But now what shall I do unto you? I will cast you out from my face. When you offer unto me, I will turn my face from you. For your soul is feast days, your new moons, and your circumcisions have I forsaken. I said unto you, my servants, the prophets, whom you have taken and slain, and tore their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands,
if you
saith the
ignore
Most
my
High.
platform.
Thus saith the Almighty,
Silent
your house
wars
is
without
desolate.
enemies.
I will cast you out as the wind
Silent
doth
wars
stubble,
without enemies.
and your children shall not be
Silent
fruitful,
wars
for they have
without
despised my
enemies.
commandment,
My
and done the thing that is evil before me.
I stand
Your houses
alone
will I
on
give to a
reliance
people that
on an
shall
alliance.
come,
You keep
which
the
not having
company
heard of
of
me,
lords,
yet shall
ladies
believe
and
me,
tyrants,
to whom
dukes
I
and
have
duchess,
showed no signs,
aristocrats,
yet they shall do that I
politicians.
have
Beware
commanded.
covert cults consume the
Verse
blood of
36.
children. I'll chill when
They have
all the
seen no
lies rise to the
prophets, yet they
surface.
shall call
Pray
their
on Black
sins to
Saturday
remembrance
or
and
Bloody
acknowledge
Sunday
them.
service. Picture
I take
perfect.
to witness
I paint
the
a
grace
perfect
of the
picture
people
like
to
two
come,
of
whose little
America's
ones
most
rejoice
wanted
in
reciting
gladness.
scriptures.
And though they
Go to
have
church
not
to
seen
figure
me
it
with
out.
bodily
That
eyes, yet
even
in
the
spirit they
ministers, the
believe the thing
sinister,
that I say.
deceiving the crowd,
And now,
reincarnated,
brother,
life
behold what
backed up
glory,
on the
and see a
cloud.
people that
Most
cometh from
revered,
the
most
east,
hated, that just
unto
comes
whom
with the
I will
crown.
give
I
for
need a
leaders
king's ransom,
Abraham,
transfer
Isaac,
to
and
my
Jacob,
account. Held the whole
Osias,
world hostage
Amos,
for a
and
handsome
Micaiah,
amount.
Joel,
Overcome any
Abias,
blockage, no
and
need to
Jonas,
reroute,
Nahum,
overrun
and
of cloudy
Habakkuk,
days, cast a shadow of
Zephaniah,
doubt.
Aggeus, Zechariah,
Silent
and
wars
Malachi,
with loud
which
enemies.
is called also an angel of the
Silent
Most
wars
High.
with loud enemies. Silent wars
Chapter
with loud
2.
enemies.
Thus
My
said the Most
enemy's
High,
enemy is a
I brought
friend
this
of me.
people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by my servants the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despised my counsels. The mother that beareth them saith unto them, Go your way, ye children, for I am a widow and forsaken. I brought you up with gladness, but with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. For you have sinned before the Most High, your power, and done that thing that is evil before him. But what shall I now do unto you? I am a widow and forsaken. Go your way, O my children, and ask mercy of the Most High. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of
Amen.
his
The
children,
blessings.
which
This
would not
one's for
keep my
Shannon.
covenant,
Small frame of
that you bring
essence.
them to
Voice big like a
confusion, and their
cannon.
mother to
Queen
a
from
spoil,
Queens.
that there may
Mom
be no
worked out in
offspring
Manhattan.
of them.
Sad but true
Let them
story.
be scattered
Narrate to
abroad
you what
among the
happened. A
heathen.
rose that
Let their
bloomed out
names
of
be
bell
put out
rose
of
out
the
of passion.
earth,
For
for they have
school,
despised
family,
my covenant.
performing, singing, and acting.
Woe be
Heard
unto
you on
thee,
the
Assur,
radio.
you
Harlem
that
School of
hidest
Arts.
the unrighteous
Petition
in
for
you.
young Nala.
O you
And she
wicked
got the
people,
part.
remember what I did
10-year-old
unto Sodom
doing
and
a thing
Gomorrah,
on the line.
whose
King
land
Barbara
lieth
when
in
she played the
closet pitch
piano
and heaps
and
of
know how to
ashes.
sing.
Even so
But
also
after the
will I do
laughter
unto
comes
them
the
that
tearful
fear me not,
things.
saith the
Unnatural
Almighty.
disasters and the fear it brings.
Verse 10.
She fell ill,
Thus
leukemia,
said
the
the Most High
diagnosis,
unto
riches of
Esdras, Tell my
hearts,
people that
purse
I
of
will
the
give them the kingdom
prognosis.
of
Dearly
Jerusalem,
depart, she
which I would
passed
have
on at
given
age
unto
11
Israel.
against God.
Their glory
Had other
also will I
plans for
take
you
unto
in
me,
heaven.
and
High
give
to the
thee the
physical,
everlasting
high to the
tabernacle,
spiritual.
which I
Toast
have
to your
prepared
ghost
for
of the
them.
day that I can
They
sit
shall have
with
the
you.
tree of life for
Communicate
appointment
through
of sweet
prayers and
savor.
sacred rituals.
They shall neither labor
Its
nor
purpose,
be
the power
weary.
of individuals.
Go, and you shall
You
receive.
must have been a superhero.
Pray for a few days unto
Life's
you,
hard
that
for
they
the
may be
time we
shortened.
had. I
The
thank
kingdom is
God.
already prepared for you. Watch. Verse 14.
They say
Take
the
heaven
greatest
and
pain
earth
is
to witness,
outliving
for I
your
have
child.
broken
When
the
you
evil
need
in
something, you
pieces
pray.
and created
An
the
angel will
good. I
vow.
live,
Don't worry,
saith the
not
Most
throwing
High.
shade. Got you covered for
Mother,
now.
embrace
Wear
thy
your name
children,
like
and bring
Adidas.
them up with
Boost my
gladness.
morale. Got
Make their
calm
feet
as
as
I
fast
aged.
as a
As
pillar,
youth I was
for I have
wild.
chosen you,
Drink
saith
tea,
the Most
burn
High.
sage, keep the negative
And those
out.
that be
The
dead
first
will
of
I
the
raise
last
up again
days.
from their
Casualties
places,
mount. Where
and bring them
wealth
out
is
of the
fit a
grave,
rage. New
for I have
fashion I
known thy
found.
name
Called
in
the
Israel.
Fire Brigade. Hellfire
Fear
to
not, you
douse.
mother
My
of the
pen's a
children, for I
javelin.
have
Well
chosen
prepared for the
you, saith the
joust.
Most
My
High.
conscience grappling.
For thy help
Wrestling
will I
with my
send my
doubts.
servants,
Kickbox my
Essay
inner
and
demons.
Jeremy. After
Emotional
his
bouts.
counsel I have
I slowed
sanctified
it down.
and prepared for
This
thee
is not a
12
slow
trees
jam.
laden
This
with
is more
diverse
for music
fruits.
for your funeral
And as many
program.
fountains
Anyone
flowing with
missing a
milk and
loved
honey,
one
and
understands
7
the
mighty
pain I
mountains,
endure.
whereupon
Help
there
mold
grow
me as a
roses
man.
and lilies,
Bye to the
whereby
physical,
I will
high
fill
to
thy
the
children with
spiritual.
joy.
Toast to your ghost of the
Do
day
right to
that
the
I can sit
widow,
with you.
judge for the
Communicate
fatherless,
through
give to
prayers
the
and
poor,
sacred rituals.
defend the orphan,
Its purpose,
clothe
the
the
power of
naked,
individuals.
heal the broken and the weak.
You must have been a
Laugh not a
superhero.
lame man to
Life's hard
scorn,
for the time we
defend the
had. I
maimed,
thank
and let the
God.
blind man come into the sight of my clearness. Keep the old and young within thy walls. Wheresoever you findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. Nourish thy children, O you good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given you, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but you shall be merry and have abundance. Verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Most High. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Be joyful, O you mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Most High. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth and show mercy unto them. For I am merciful, saith the Most High Almighty. Embrace thy children until I come and show mercy unto them, for my wells run over and my grace shall not fail. Verse 33. I, Esdras, received the charge of the Most High upon the Mount Oreb, that I should go into Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandment of the Most High. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest. For he is nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Or receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks to him that hath called you to the heavenly kingdom. So rise up and stand, behold the number of those that be sealed in the peace of the Most High, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of the Most High. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which are the fearful law of the Most High. The number of thy children whom you longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Most High, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. Verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Most High with songs. And in the midst of them there were a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them and flip packets.
The fact is, they pass out the pills like Nurse Ratchet. They tax us, won't give back the land they stole. How we penniless, living in a city of gold. VIP ticks, front row to the shit show. Skip the recap, skip the intro, and let's go. Kill the king, watch an empire fall. No sympathy or empathy, only thing I'm feeling is war.
That's what I feel, war. That's what's on my mind. I've been feeding the
Chapter 3. In the 30th year after the ruin of the city, I was in Babylon and lay troubled upon my bed, and my thoughts came up over my heart. For I saw the desolation of Sion and the wealth of them that dwelt at Babylon, and my spirit was sore moved, so that I began to speak words full of fear to the Most High, and said, O Most High, who bearest rule, you spakest at the beginning, when you did plant the earth, and that thyself alone, and commandest the people, and gavest a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thine hand, and didst breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before you. And you leddest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted before ever the earth came forward. And unto him you gave his commandment to love thy way, which he transgressed, and immediately you appointed death in him and in his generation, of whom came nations, tribes, peoples, and kindreds out of number. Verse 8. And every people walked after their own will, and did wonderful things before thee, and despised thy commandments. And again in process of time you brought the flood upon those that dwelt in the world, and destroyed them. And it came to pass in every of them, that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to these. Nevertheless, one of them you left, namely Noah with his household, of whom came all righteous men. And it happened that when they that dwelt upon the earth began to multiply, and had gotten them many children, and were a great people, they began again to be more ungodly than the first. Now when they lived so wickedly before thee, you did choose you a man from among them, whose name was Abraham. Him you loved, and unto him only you showed thy will, and made an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that you would never forsake his seed. Verse 16. And unto him you gave Isaac, and unto Isaac also you gave Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, you did choose him to you, and put by Esau, and so Jacob became a great multitude. And it came to pass that when you leddest his seed out of Egypt, you broughtest them up to the Mount Sinai, and bowing the heavens you did set fast the earth, moved the whole world, and made the depths to tremble, and troublest the men of that age. And thy glory went through 4 gates of fire, and of earthquake, and of wind, and of cold, that you mightest give the law unto the seed of Jacob, and diligence unto the generation of Israel. And yet tookest you not away from them a wicked heart, that thy law might bring forth fruit in them. For the first Adam, bearing a wicked heart, transgressed, and was overcome, and so be all they that are born of him. Thus infirmity was made permanent, and the law also in the heart of the people with the malignity of the root, so that the good departed away, and the evil abode still. So the times passed away, and the years were brought to an end. Then did you raise thee up a servant called David. Verse 24. Whom you commandest to build a city unto your name, and to offer incense and oblations unto you therein. When this was done many years, then they that inhabited the city forsook you, and in all things did even as Adam and all his generations had done, for they also had a wicked heart. And so you gavest thy city over into the hands of thine enemies. Are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have the dominion over Sion? For when I came thither and had seen impieties without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 30th year, so that my heart failed me. For I have seen how you sufferest them sinning, and have spared wicked doers, and has destroyed thy people, and has preserved thine enemies, and has not signified it. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Sion? Verse 32. Or is there any other people that knoweth you beside Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh you therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? You shall find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Chapter 4. And the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer, and said, Thy heart hath gone too far in this world, and thinkest you to comprehend the way of the Most High? Then said I, Yea, my Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways, and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee. Whereof if you canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that you desirest to see. And I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh. And I said, Tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, Go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire, or measure me the blast of the wind, or call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said, What man is able to do